Hello, everybody. Hope that you're having a wonderful Friday. As usual, I am coming on here to do a weekly energy forecast reading. For people that don't know me, my name is Robin. I do have a face. You will see me in many, many videos, as I love to post videos and share awesome content. So if you like these videos, please make sure you take the time to like the like button, especially underneath my YouTube channel, where I will also be posting this, and I'm currently underneath my Facebook. So what I feel like doing is sharing this out to my Facebook business page, because sometimes people aren't underneath my profile. They haven't added me as a friend. They might not know I exist. So if you also would like to share this out, I would really, 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 really appreciate it. And it'll just take me a moment here. So what we're going to do is we're going to set an intention for our week. It's really important that we set intentions for our week. Just want to make sure I'm sharing this properly. But my phone's blowing up here. And the reason why we set intentions is the big thing that's coming up is it's really important to trust. And that comes up in everybody's readings and healings that I do. Trust seems to be the number one cause of our own blocks. And there's lots of reasons why we don't trust. It could be that you don't trust other people. Can you guys also let me know that you can hear me okay? But it could also be that you don't trust yourself. And it could be that you struggle with communication, getting your messages across, etc. But when it comes to intention setting, all we have to do is asking the universe or whatever you believe in. We're sending energy out there of what we want to attract, okay? So with this new moon energy, and please make sure that you've, again, subscribed to my YouTube channel and watched the new moon energy reading as well for the month of March, because I think you'll get more insight there if you enjoy this sort of thing. You can also book in with me through robinshealing.com. You can either book a complimentary consult, or you can just reach out to me and let me know that you would like to book in a reading or a healing or both, and we can set that up for you as well, okay? So right away, I'm getting a lot of tension in my back. So again, I'm setting the intention that this is for everyone watching, and anyone who is meant to be on here to hear these messages. So if some things don't resonate right now, we are doing a future reading, so that makes sense as well. I always invite you, especially when in a new moon energy and reflection time, that we go back to some of our old new moon practices or some of the weeklies and really just listen into what's happened to you. So it's a really great reflection time. So as you set your own intention for this upcoming week, from the energy from the 7th to the 13th, maybe you want to do it from now until the 13th, however, or for however long you want. But when you set that intention, just pick something specific that you would like to happen for your week. So maybe you're struggling financially, and thank you for everyone who is sending prayers to my aunt. She's going in for surgery today. She's really wants it over with, and I completely understand. She's been going through a lot. This is just something sudden that happened to her, and I know not everybody likes medical stuff, right? Nobody wants to hear bad news. So sending lots of love out to her, and if you could right now, that would be fabulous. So intentions and prayers can be very similar, but again, the communication aspect is really important, that you're creating dialogue with the universe. Hey, this is what I want, right? Manifesting, all that stuff, especially around this time. The world needs a lot more love and energy sent to different places in the world, to different people, not just to ourselves. So maybe with your intention for this upcoming week, you can also send more light and love to those who need it during these difficult times. So remind yourself that when we're setting intentions, we don't need to just focus on ourselves, like, I need money. And we never want to say it like that, I need money. My intention for the week is to attract more love and light into my life and towards others, something like that, okay? So as a group, let's set an intention here. I'm not going to choose it for you, but I am getting to trust. So for me, I'm going to set the intention to trust this week. And then once I do that, it'll be really interesting to see how the week unfolds, okay? So if you can hear me, that'd be great. I'd love to know. I have done an entire video before, and you couldn't hear me and nobody told me, so I really appreciate it. Just let me know that the sound is okay. I know the lighting's not ideal here, but this is currently what I'm working with. So we have the Two of Swords. So again, we're setting the intention for the week. We're sharing this out if you feel called. And as I was saying, I'm feeling tension. I'm feeling some heaviness in my own physical body. And you might also be watching this because you're also an empath. And so feel free to share what you feel like, if you're an empath or if you're not, even if it's on the replay, and also what you feel like an empath is. Because I was listening to something last night about sympathy and empathy. And in my younger years, I would really have a lot of sympathy for people. Like, I would feel badly for everybody. I would want to help everybody. And you might also be a healer if you're watching this. And we know that we want to help people, we want to save people and all that stuff, especially when there's a worldwide situation happening, right? We want to go in and we want to save because we're empaths or we have sympathy, right? So again, what's coming up here is it's okay to have sympathy, it's okay to have empathy, it's okay to want to heal. However, worrying and any type of negativity is just transferring negativity out to the world. So please, 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 please make sure that you're opening yourself up to different ways of healing, different ways of calling in energy to be productive. Because you could be calling in the wrong energies, and I'm not saying that to create fear. However, you want to be really mindful of when you do any type of energy work or any type of energy healings, that you're doing it with that love and light, right? Because we all have energy around us. And so if your energy field is dirty, I still don't know if people can hear me, but if your energy is dirty, meaning your aura is dirty, say you're a sensitive person and you're picking up everybody else's negativity around you, but you don't smudge yourself, you don't do Reiki, you don't get Reiki, and it doesn't have to be that. There are different ways that we can cleanse and clear our aura and our energy field, but maybe you're not taking that sea salt bath. Maybe you're not getting out near the ocean or wherever you live. Maybe you're not putting on even the trickling, relaxing music in the background when you're working or when you're stressed. So it's not just about other people's energies around you or what's going on. It's the energy that you're feeling within yourself. As I was saying, I'm feeling that stress and tension right now. So yes, it's important to shield yourself. We work with crystals, we ground ourselves, things like that. But that's not what this feels like. It's like paying attention to what you're saying internally to yourself and to the universe. So speak to what you want to attract, okay? Because the Two of Swords is telling us that this week the word uncertainty is coming up. So see if somebody said that they can hear me. No, okay. But yet someone's watching, so that might mean that you can hear me, otherwise you wouldn't be watching. I don't know. That doesn't mean anything. So the uncertainty piece, what's coming up is, it still feels related to that trust piece I was just talking about. If you're not trusting, if you're putting good energy out there, but then you're not taking care of yourself, then the actions aren't lining up with the thoughts and the words either. So don't create your own blocks this week. If you want to succeed, make that happen. For people that don't know, March is really a time for taking action and turning things into like material. You have beautiful ideas, then follow through with those ideas and make things happen. It's a really great time for dealing with what needs to be dealt with in a positive way. So this might be your coping strategies with stress. I am doing a retreat online and in person this Sunday from 2 until 5 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. So if that's something you're interested in doing, I have 2 spots left for in person. And of course, if you're coming online, then I'll just give you a couple suggestions of what I would recommend to bring into your space, okay? But the reason why that's coming up is because we're doing a lot of stress relief techniques. We're going to be doing all the things that I offer: theta healing, Reiki, Akashic Records readings. We're doing rituals similar to what I do with new moons and full moons. And by the way, underneath the full moon on the 18th at 11 a.m., I'm going to be doing another full moon ritual. So if you didn't catch the new moon, maybe you want to join us for the full moon. All of this is underneath robinshealing.com as well, okay? So that's an important message for someone out there who isn't maybe taking care of their energy properly. And we know how, this is where my video underneath YouTube, needs versus wants, might come in handy, because I know when I listened to that myself, even though I created it, I was like, oh my God, I have to get back on like water, taking care of my digestion, making sure I'm eating breakfast, really simple things, but you might find that helpful as well, just for solid self-care, okay? I can hear you. Okay, well, thank you. You have no idea how important that is to me, because I do have a microphone. Sometimes I don't get it out because I think that people can hear me well, but I don't find out until later, as I was already saying. So that's me creating communication, all right? So that might be a message in there for you. The devil, oh my God, we're having some interesting cards this week. And how about the lighting, guys? Can you see here? Is that bright enough? Same thing. I do have a light. Sometimes I don't bother bringing in the light. But again, that word, bring in the light, is coming in. And I'm hearing this for a lot of people right now. What does the light mean? And again, you can share what you feel like the light means. But often, it just means like we're opening up to things that are more positive. We're opening our intuition. We're giving ourselves more credit. We're raising our own vibration instead of like waiting for somebody else to do that for us. This is why I teach tools in all of my healings and my readings, so that when you come in and I go into your Akashic Records, we can be productive and help you move forward so that you can be independent in between our readings and our calls, right? That's super important. I've been really, where I'm going off of an intuitive scale right now, when people connect to me, I'm like, okay, this is my suggestion for you. That's coming up as well in terms of like how often to be getting healing as well. There are some people where they come to me monthly, and I'm like, no, I feel like this time it has to be in 2 weeks, because as long as you're going to other people, it's all good. But if I'm your only person, we want to make sure that we have a handful of practitioners and healers and doctors and specialists and things like that. Whether you're a healthy person or you're not, you need support. And that's really been coming up around the new moon, self-love and support. So let me know also maybe what your manifestations were around this new moon. I'd love to hear. For me, I was kind of getting that feeling of just like letting go, like feeling like I can just breathe and let go. So the devil, angel of freedom, boy, that's pretty much what I was just explaining. Talks about control and that ego. And it's so hard to let go of that ego, isn't it? Because the ego is a tricky little thing. The ego comes in and makes you feel badly about things that you don't need to feel badly about. And this is just a lot of times just a mental thought that comes in. So be really mindful of focusing on positive thoughts. And if other people aren't being positive, maybe it's not your job to change them. Maybe it's your job to allow them to be who they are and feel how they feel, and allow yourself to become that role model for other people or that mentor for other people. So for people that don't know, I also do like mentorship, teach classes, and I have tons of digital programs and classes as well. So that you can't see those online, but when we connect, I can share some of those with you. I have tons of videos that can be really supportive for people that are just from previous classes, okay? So, anybody commenting here? No? Okay. So what else do we need to know for this upcoming week? Seven of Swords, theft. Okay, so we have the Devil, and then we have the Seven of Swords. So again, you can look these up. And same thing, if you want me to teach you how to do card readings, just throw that out there, and I can create a group event or private. But 7 represents that spirituality. We were just talking about really taking time to reflect. If you're not going back to like look at all the awesome things that you've been doing, or even if you go back to my weekly readings, you can kind of re-listen after time has passed. But the Swords is talking about our mental health and our thought process. And so it's saying that you might be finding like you don't want to talk about your feelings and you don't want to talk about your emotions. And keep in mind, guys, this is for the upcoming week. So please make sure you watch my previous week because that's related to more in the now. But this might relate to you in the now as well because time is everywhere, right? So if you watch something and it's for something else, trust that you're still going to get the messages when you're meant to. Again, I set that intention as well. But mentally, you might be feeling like drained or fatigued. That's normal right now. There's a lot of stuff going on. So you don't have to tell everybody your problems. You don't need to tell people about your personal stuff that you have going on. Sometimes there are just gossipers and nosy people out there, let's be honest. And it's just the way that it is. They want to turn and twist your words around. They want to like see you as like lower than them, or they're just really bored. And that's okay. That can be entertainment for some people. But it's focusing less on what other people think and focus more on yourself. That's really coming up for this week. So make sure that you're trusting yourself. And it's okay, again, to keep to yourself when you need to recharge your energy. So for instance, if you come to my online retreat, it's really nice. You can throw your camera off. Nobody needs to see you. You can still participate and hear and kind of do your own thing, right? But then you also might find that you want to be a part of the community and you want to join us, which I do have quite a few people I feel like right now need community. So that's why I've created this as well. Okay, so Seven of Swords is saying that just, keep going along, keep being positive. You don't really need to worry about what everybody else is doing and what's going on. Send people love, send them light, and let it go. Okay, easier said than done. Again, if you want to book in with me, just reach out. I'd love to help you as well. I'd love to see people joining the full moon ritual that I'm doing, and it's a great time to just really focus in on some of those tools, okay? So I hope you guys have an awesome week. Thanks for sharing this out. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel as well. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed weekend or week, depending when you're watching this. And we're all praying for people that need it at this time.